Alright, welcome back to Morning Live, and right now I want to focus on DADARIDES. Trust me, they've been making strides as far as cycling is concerned in this country, keeping fit, making the society a better place to live in. And in studio, I'm joined by Lois Wamboi, Carol Mutura, and of course Salome Kanini, who's the founder of the DADARIDES group. And they're here with me today to talk about their journey and all they're doing to empower other women in society. Karibuni sana. But of course, Lois and the team, good to see you. And there's something about you people. As much as you have your partner failures, you're also happy. You can see your bike over there trying to, of course, make our studio also look better. How did you start this journey of DADARIDES?
The journey of DADARIDES, I started by trying to look what the problem was when it comes to women. So I tried to train women individually, but it was not easy. Okay. So I just found myself in a situation where everyone was calling me to train them. So I decided to just post on social media. Ladies who want to cycle together, please come to Aga Khan Walk, that is CBD, and then we do a ride. And then the ladies showed up, and then Caro was there on the first day, and then Lois came after the first ride.
Okay. Now, Lois, she just communicated via her Facebook page, and you saw it's wise when you join her. What drove you to join her in that the whole escapade?
Okay, at first the passion. I had the passion. The
passion to ride bikes.
Yeah,
actually.
I had the passion, though I did not have the bike at the moment, but I had the passion. So when I saw it on Facebook, their first ride, they posted on Facebook, and then I saw her with Mheshimiwa Pasaris. Okay. And then I was with a friend, and I told her, oh, look at these girls, they look so beautiful. Yeah. I want to join them. So that's how I contacted Sadi on how I could get a bike. And luckily she rents bike also. Absolutely. If you don't have one, so you can just go and you just pay some small fee, and then you join in for the ride. Absolutely. Yeah, that's how my journey started. Yeah.
Carol. Yes, this has been a good journey for you. So joining them, of course, she mentioned social media, you're also part of the team that joined her. Yes. And for you, it was kind of very different, purposeful-wise. How was it for you? And of course, what drove you to join them?
Okay, cycling generally has been a passion, but I wasn't cycling actively because at the time it was family and small children. Absolutely. But now, after a while, when I saw her post about, I had been doing other cycling events, but when I saw her put on something for DADARIDES, I'm very passionate about women and health. And I felt, you know what, let me be at the forefront, and let me now call on other women to join us.
Okay. Yes. So you're one of the catalysts to actually recruit other women to join.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's good. Now, but back to you, Salome. There's an aspect of also health that is considered in this. Now, how important has the whole activity been for you?
Okay, the whole activity for me, it has been so healthy because when I started riding myself, I was very big, and then my body wasn't that comfortable when I'm walking, given that I'm very short. Sure. So I remember I was 79 kgs, and then breathing was an issue because I've had the issue that is coughing and then asthma like that. So after reducing, I started seeing my friends, they have the challenge of weight. Then it's when I started encouraging women to take up cycling as a way of keeping fit, and then as a way of commuting. Because the only chance that I had to keep fit through bike is to commute to work.
Nice.
So after I posted, I have met ladies who want to join DADARIDES because they have specific issues concerning health.
Wow. Now, Lois, for you, health-wise, how has the whole training and the whole riding activity been for you?
Okay, it's been great. I also lost some kgs. They reached even a point. I started worrying.
Yeah, like about your weight, you're losing so much.
I'm losing so much.
I know it can be a worry.
Until when is this gonna stop? But it reached a time, and then my body, I think, adapted to.
I hope you didn't start eating now too much to
not really. I just stayed on the road.
Interesting. Now, Carol, let's talk about support system. You know, you need support to actually do this. You can't actually do it alone. Maybe you can tell us who has been this catapult to you, who's been pushing you now to tell you, hey, mom, please do it, or maybe Caesar, do it. Or who are these people?
First of all, my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, they're so into my cycling.
Okay.
And then of course I have my sons also. My siblings too are very comfortable with that.
Wow.
Then also my lady friends, even from school, every time they see me in an event, they're like, Carol, how can we join you? How can you help us? Is it a club you are in? What is it they're doing? How can we, you know? So I have plenty of people around me who are really impressed by what I'm doing, especially because of my age. Yeah, and then again, cycling, you know, helps with your cardiovascular. Sure. You know, it keeps you happy. It's generally
some inquisitive nature of right now. Maybe the span. I understand sometimes age is always they always say it's but a number. But maybe for you, your span. For example, when you mentioned 30 to 40, 40 to 50, where do you fall? That is.
Okay, I'll be 50 this year.
Ah, nice.
Yes,
nice.
I'll be 50 this year.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
You look 35.
Thank you.
All right. Now, when you talk about safety, you know, our roads are not that well marked for cycling, for pedestrians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motika Road is hectic. Mombasa Road worse.
Yeah.
Jogo Road don't even go there. So, so how do you manage now to maneuver through this? Because now some people might find it dangerous also.
When you talk of safety, our roads are not that accommodative to non-motorists, like let's say cyclists and motorbike guys. First of all, we have so many potholes on the roads, and then we don't have those bike lines, and we don't have walking line as well. So for me to get that confidence, I always tell myself the person who is driving is a parent. He can see me on the road.
Absolutely.
The person who is on motorcycle is a parent as well. He has kids. It wouldn't be like it's a intention way to cause an accident. So we just make sure we follow the road rules, and then we say we are just safe on the road. But we are trying to encourage our leaders and create awareness of we are on the road, cyclists on the road, share the road, yes.
Now, Lois, any competition you've taken part, I understand it's the bigger picture is to keep fit or anything. I see tour de Machakos. I see so many things happening. So have you ever taken part in any?
Yeah, I've taken part in several. Like there was the Tattoo City Road Race. That was my first. And then I went to, there was Amboseli, and then Pedomania.
Okay.
Yeah, for the ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Carol, when you talk about societal issues that affect women, sometimes you guys come together, you brainstorm, you talk about so many things. You talk about what happened in your house the other day, you become friends, you become one family. But of course you face these ladies or even young ladies who have problems in their homes. As an experienced mother also, do you hold their hand and advise them that indeed things will be better? You know, you have problems left, right, center. So what do you do at your capacity for the young? Right now, I think she's only 28. There's something. She was 28 at that time.
You're right.
Anyway, so how do you manage to now mobilize them, talk to them about now all these issues?
Well, basically, it's encouraging them and asking them to be accommodative. And I guess being faith-based, I always tell them, you know, we have all sinned and fallen short. So when they see such challenges, they need to understand that we all go through that. And sometimes somebody needs their hand held.
Absolutely.
And that's why maybe they're doing what they're doing. So, you know, just hold their hand and be strong. Try to be the stronger person in the relationship.
Perfect. That's nice. Some mentor. You guys are lucky.
Yes.
Now, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
Now, that bike looks expensive, but looks very expensive. Someone who wants to ride with you guys and is wondering, wow, I'm seeing this bike and I feel like this will be kind of a big journey for me to acquire one. Now, how will someone access, this young girl who's watching right now, access you guys, and of course now the process of getting a bike?
Okay, of course we have so many bike shops that are selling different bikes at different prices. Like this one here, I wouldn't say a beginner this is the right bike that to commute. I would recommend for the one which is accommodative when you are when you are commuting, that is a mountain bike. For a bike like this, we can see it's not cheap. We can see it's around either 70. That is when it's not brand new, but when it's brand new. No, but it's meant for racing. But if it's new, it's around 180.
Wow,
but for the normal bikes, maybe the mountain bikes that you need to commute or to start with, you can get a bike with around either 15 to 30,000, you have a nice bike. And of course, we always try to direct them where to get bikes. And if they have issues in buying, we try to be guarantors, or maybe like we recommend them, and then we just request the shops either to get to give them the bike, but they continue paying slowly because we try to understand their backgrounds. Yes.
Nice. Spare parts. When you get such a bike, I understand you've imported something, you've actually kind of gotten it from a very, very expensive shop. Now, are they accessible? The spare parts, the tires, the rims, the wires?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Most bike shops, they do have them.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Carol, when you talk about also joining the club, I understand you joined her. Is there any money you pay to actually join the club, or it's just free of charge? You come, we start, continue.
Okay, initially when we started it was free, but now we have a DADARIDES club where we pay 1,000 per year.
Okay, nice.
And yes, yeah.
Okay, so 1,000 per year, you're a member.
Yes.
Okay. I think
once you pay 1,000, you're a member. It's actually a registered community-based organization. Yes.
Okay, I understand there's some sort of bigger picture here where you as a club, you want to kind of grow to another level. As much as you're using this to keep fit, to kind of tackle the societal issues, there's an aspect of growing again. Maybe what dreams do you have?
Okay, as a group, we have that aspect of growing. For me, I look maybe from now 5 years to come, I want DADARIDES to be a big group where women will come together and they try to support girls who want to race or to be competitive. And then again, we want to encourage women to take up cycling to keep fit. And then again, we want to encourage so many women to ride to work. I believe through women, we have that power to convince people through what we are doing. We can move Nairobi by being an example of the rest. Yes.
That's interesting. Now, have you ever tried to have you ever thought of giving up during the first days? Because I understand some people kind of had pain. The soreness also in your body also. How was it during the first days?
It was tough. My first race, I didn't know how to attack the crimes. So I would alight.
And then start pushing your bike.
And push the bike. So I would see people attacking the crimes. I didn't understand how they were doing
right
it.
Now?
Yeah, right now.
Are you used
through
to it now?
training, I had to train a lot to do that. Yeah.
Early days, maybe your kids are saying, hey, Mom, will you be able to hack this? Or Mom, or maybe seize my daughter. All those people surrounding you.
Yes.
What advice did you maybe have to them or for them, or maybe the advice you gave them that indeed this is not actually, I'm not punishing myself, but I'm trying to better myself. After day one, that is. After day one, they said, Mom, will you hack this? After day one, yes.
Well, I just told them when you go for something, take it to the end. So for me, it didn't matter the pain I felt. I knew what I'm going to get out of it. Because cycling was my passion. It's just that I hadn't yet now gotten into it full time. But I told them, once I get into it, I'm not quitting.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
Back to you, when you talk about people who supported you, have you ever been let down by someone close to you who didn't want you to actually ride?
Okay, I can't say I was let down, but I can say maybe they did not understand me. Especially when it came to my bosses back then, and then some of my relatives, they may be my hangers because they didn't understand boyfriend, yes, of course. We used to go out a lot, we used to drink, and then my drinking was becoming too much. So I had to choose, is either I keep on drinking because we used to go on Friday and go home on Sundays. So I was like, I have to make a decision. It's all about me, it's not about us. So the first thing I knew, then I was dealing with the boyfriend and the job. So I had to kill two birds with one stone. So the first move that I made, I went to my mom, and then I told my mom, you know what, I'm going to quit my job because I want to do biking. And I'll be broke. That's what I told her. And then she told me, so long as you're not doing shitty things in Nairobi, because I know you drink, I'm fine with that. And then I came to Nairobi, I resigned, and I left my boyfriend, and that was it.
So you chose the bike over your boyfriend?
Yes, because I had to change my life, yes.
So this boyfriend was actually misleading you?
Not really, because if I say he's misleading me, I'll say everyone who is Nairobi maybe is facing that
So
life
why did you
is
break
being
up with
misled.
your boyfriend?
Because I was becoming like
Kind of
addict to drugs.
addict to-
Yes,
to-
so I had to stop.
So
yes,
he was misleading you.
somehow yes.
All right. Now, I know that cycle was actually Patikana. Okay. Back to you, Lois. You see, when you talk about support system, you're a girl, and sometimes wanasema, ai, hawa ni matombo ya. Hawa ni, you know what I mean? Eh? Have you actually experienced that?
A lot.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, you hear those words when ukipita tu wanaume lazima utasikia kitu. You just close your ears.
Yeah, by the way. Okay.
You just close your ears and focus on what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Discipline on the road. How have you experienced this? For example, now motorists dealing with you, you're actually at the front. You want to do a small maneuver. How do you deal with them? Are you this kind of people who kind of use signal, or maybe you just come in directly? How have you actually dealt with this situation?
Okay, in situations or junctions where I'm not clear, because sometimes you can find there's that blind spot on the mirror. I'd rather dismount and just walk my bike across.
Okay.
But if it's places whereby I know we'll have eye-to-eye contact to the driver, I make sure there's that eye-to-eye contact, and I make sure he like shows me, I have seen you, go ahead.
Okay.
And then I proceed.
Have you ever experienced a rogue motorist?
I haven't. Some have come very, very close.
Have you ever been to Jogoo Road?
No, that's what I haven't been. Thika Road is my domain, but it's not
there are
been too
some guys
bad.
called known as Ford travelers.
I hear that.
Yeah, even cows. they forgive the cows. Anyway, but back to this whole situation. Someone watching right now is so much willing to join you. A young lady who has some free time, wants to join your club. What advice do you have for her?
The only thing I can tell ladies out there, I can tell them, I know there's that barrier of when you learn to ride a bike, there's an age when you stop riding a bike, and then there's that stage when you start admiring to ride a bike.
Absolutely.
But you don't know who to approach. What I can tell them is DADARIDES, we are very, very open, and we try to encourage women. If you don't feel comfortable approaching other people, you can always inbox us.
Okay.
We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, and then you'll get assigned to someone who will direct you. We don't discriminate. We try to understand everyone's challenge. Yes.
Wow, amazing. Expensive nature of your helmets. I can see your gloves. I can see you have some sophisticated shoe over there. Yeah, I understand. Someone who's really watching right now is wondering, now, how will I access these? I understand there's also so many stores that can actually offer this, but the expensive nature, of course, we've talked about the bike. There's a way you can sort it out. But now the helmet, the safety features actually, Lois. For you, how did you manage to actually get this now?
No, pole.
Pole.
Yeah,
so you started with the helmet, pole.
Yeah,
Don't you think it's maybe kind of exposing you out there? Because when you start pole, what did you start with now for you? What did you start with?
I started with the jerseys.
Okay. you didn't think about your head.
The jerseys.
The jerseys first, okay?
Yeah, then nikaenda kwa helmet. Then
So pole.
yeah, don't usione vile niko, then you want to be like
chap, yeah.
Yeah, these things, they come.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
as you go in, you get them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So maybe the cost. How is the cost?
It varies. Yeah, it really varies, just depending on, I mean, we have helmets. I've seen helmets being advertised, some for 12,000,
wow,
others for 1,500.
Okay. But when you, for example, God forbid, when you have an accident, the one for 12,000, will it save you? Will it kind of do more? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know,
I understand.
Quality. It's all about quality.
Yes, at least
so,
it's about quality.
Recommendation. Someone has to start somewhere.
Yes.
Recommendation.
The ones I usually see most of us wear between 2,500 to 3,500. Those at least give you some guarantees. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those will give
now,
guarantees.
as we're finishing this up, you had mentioned something like a chest ailment. You know, when you're riding a bike, you need to be very careful also with the cold and everything. These guys are always very heavy in terms of just their attire, because they know the dangers actually. Do you have those also?
Yeah, when you're riding, you should have your body fully covered, especially your chest. That's why you can see her arms are fully
Yeah,
covered.
absolutely,
So
sure.
she's not getting in.
Okay.
any
I
cold
feel like
inside
they're
her
thin. Are
body.
they
Yes,
thin?
they're thin, but
Okay.
they keep you warm. Yes.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, so when
Interesting.
it's cold, you always wear a jacket.
Ah.
We have so many different kind of jackets that keep you warm as much as possible.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then we also try not to inhale through our mouths when we are riding,
okay.
because you'll breathe in the dust.
The dust.
Yes, so
Manyuki.
yeah, and then with the time, because of riding your chest enlarges, that is your legs enlarges, so it's always easy when you're riding. You feel just comfortable.
Okay.
We don't push. Yes.
I see gears sometimes on the bike. You have to engage this gear maybe at the heel and engage the other one kwa mteremko kidogo. So this technique, do people learn them just outright, or this just you have to maneuver through some also technicalities in terms of riding the bike, Lois?
Yeah, as you go on, you keep learning pole too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The guys who actually hang on the trailers, are you one of them, people who like kind of to maneuver the hills and now you just clear that matatu or trailer? Yeah, the precaution part of it.
No, and we don't encourage it at all.
Okay.
No, we don't
All right,
encourage
okay.
that.
All right.
yes.
Thank you so much for coming. That is Lois, Carol, and Salome. We really appreciate your sentiments. And please, back at home, you can join these lovely ladies. Keeping fit, your health will be improved. And trust me, you won't actually even complain. Kukohoa. Watu wache pombe pia, sindio?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Going
yeah,
out
yeah,
back to
yeah.
back,
Yeah.
going out on Friday, coming back home on Sunday.
Watapunguza automatically.
Watapunguza
Yes,
automatically.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we had for you right here on Morning Live. My name is Nick Mudimba. Joyce is coming up next with Full Circle. Stay tuned to Switch TV.